Hey everyone, welcome back to Skip Skool. I'm Tucker. I'm going to walk you through a final end that we had on Friday night. We're in a tie game here in our Friday night league. I was subbing here. So it just was a perfect example of how to play this final end from both sides, with the hammer, without the hammer. It showed a lot about what patience can do for you. And it really was just a good example of how to play a final end when you're in a tie game. So Yellowstones, that's my team. We do not have the hammer. So we already have our first guard up there. And we're going to try to get another one up there a little bit more on the center line here. So here comes our lead's second stone. It's going to be right there, almost on that center line. But two really good stones to start us out from our lead. Phil, who is also subbing for the other team, his strategy, which is also a very good strategy, is to just get some rocks in the house, and we'll see what happens. Each team, main goal, you only need one rock. You only need one rock to score to win this game, so it's not about trying to build a big end. It's about trying to find the right time to get your rock in position to score that point. Common theme you're going to see throughout this video is the ice was really fast, even as we got into the sixth end. And rocks were going through the house pretty easily throughout the entire game. So we've set up our center guard. It is now time to get something behind it. So Mel is going to call for the draw behind. We really need this rock to be above the tee line, whether that's on the 12-foot, whether that's on the 8-foot, if it's on the 4-foot, whatever it is, it needs to be in front of the tee line. Unfortunately, because this ice has been going fast, it slides all the way to the back. Now, not the worst outcome, but it does give our opponents something to draw down to if they're a little bit heavy here. So Phil's going to call, hey, we just got to get down to the button. We see the path. Now we just need to get there. Once again, rock was just a little too heavy, so they're going to go through the rings again. Mel, hey, got to get it right here. Got to get it right there. Please, right there. So we got to get it on the 8-foot. More than anything, and if you saw my video about the short I did around playing the tee line, a big reason why we want to get this on the 8-foot is because it is going to take away a draw path for the other team and put us in a position to score our points. So they almost have to go and try to take it out. But if they take it out, they're going to be a little bit higher, and we can still draw from the other side and outcount them. So here comes the shot. Gonna rub off of that guard, but not the worst result once again, because now we have three really good guards out in front. We do have a rock counting. So now it's a matter of who can draw around and get under cover. So the second rock from the second thrower for the team with hammer, they're going to come up short. I've paused it here because I think this was kind of a blessing in disguise for this team. Now, if this rock gets a little bit short, if it gets over the cog line and were to curl almost all the way to the right side, that was going to take away a draw path for both teams. It's going to force play to one of the sides. If it would have been a little bit heavier and was short, on the left side, taking away a draw path. If it goes between those rocks, takes away a draw path. So hogging the rock here wasn't the worst outcome for the red team here, because it just kept the front of the house a little bit more open. And in a situation where you only need 1 point to score, you almost need to play with the mindset of, if it's not in the house, it just can't be anywhere in play. It can't be behind the tee line. It can't be in front of the house. We just want it to keep the space to get our draw in there. So Mel's going to come down. We're going to try coming around the other way. Here it comes in. It goes past that guard nicely, but it just won't slow down where we want it. And it's going to nuzzle up at the back of the 8-foot. So we got a little bit closer, but we're not in front of that tee line. We really need to be in front of that tee line. And Phil's just like, we got to get one in there. This one, kind of going back to my earlier point, it doesn't make it to the house. It ends up being in front of the house. It's now adding to the guards that are up there, but it didn't get stuck out on the left or on the right, so it didn't take away any of those curl paths. So no harm, no foul on that one as well. Got to try again. We got to get something on that 8-foot. Here it comes once again. Basically the same speed, a little bit wider. Really thought that by being a little bit wider with that much weight, it was going to take away some of the weight and curl a little bit more. Does not do that. and it basically sits right next to the first rock that was thrown. All right, now we got a bigger catcher. Take a little bit more on it. Put a little bit more on it, he says. Here it comes. There's a little bit more on it. Stays a little bit straighter. Was on the broom, but just a little too much, and it doesn't curl back around. So it goes to the back of the house, but isn't in the rings. Here's why I paused it, because we are now in a situation where we're trying to figure out which way do we want to come at it. If we come down the left side, we are giving ourselves a catcher to run into, and if we're a little bit heavy, no problem there. We're just probably not going to be in a good position, and we're just going to keep stacking rocks over there. If we come to the right side, that might be an option too, because Phil threw that shot 2 ends ago to cut us down to just one with his final rock. So he knows that part of the ice. So we could take a look at that side and try to cut off that part of the ice, because we know he's thrown that shot and he has made that shot. When it all was said and done, we decided that we're going to come through that left side as we're looking at it right here, because we have the rocks to work with. We think we know how the ice is going to perform. It isn't as fast as the other side, so let's give this a go. So here comes my first stone, my first skip stone that I'm throwing. It looks like it's going to be there, but it starts curling a lot, and it's going to hit that guard, but it takes away the curl path still. The main goal was we wanted to take away an option for the red team. So now they have to play down to the green on the right side. And Phil was doing a great job. He was subbing as well, as I mentioned. He's working with this, the Vice here. She's new to curling. The whole team is new to curling. So he did a really good job of helping them understand, the strategies he was looking at, helping them with deliveries. Just a really good job. And he played a really good game as well. So here comes his first skip stone with the hammer. And he's going to try to go down that right side. Sweepers are on it. It was a little light, and it's going to hit this guard, and it's going to slide over to the right side. So the shot is still there. So as I'm coming up to it, I basically have a situation where it's just anywhere in this area, as I'm kind of pointing out. I just need it anywhere in here. I need to take away this port, so I either need to put the guard right there to plug it up. I could be in the 12-foot to take away a little bit more of that curl path. I can be in the 8-foot even. I could even be a foot in front of where that port is as well, because I could also be taking away the run back if that is the option they would want to go with as well. I could take away the angle from that angle raise. So there's a lot of places I can be. The one place I can't be is behind the tee line. And that's kind of what was discussed at the end. So main thing is I just got to get somewhere to clog up that hole. Here comes the shot. I'm not looking too thrilled about what's going on. And here comes the rock. I thought it was going to slow down right about there, and then right around there. And I thought it was going to slow down there. And then it just continues to slide all the way to the back of the house. So now it's on Phil. He's just got to come through that port. Probably not throw it as hard as I did. And they're going to go home with the victory. So the stage is set. That's where they're going to set the broom. Here comes Phil with the delivery. Looks good out of the hand. Looks like he's on the broom. Sweepers are on it, trying to give it a little bit of legs to get there. They let up, and it is a perfect shot. Phil's pumped, as he should be. That is going to do it for the game. Phil brings home the victory for his team. Watch this again. He's just going to watch this in, crouching down. Get there, get there. Yeah, got it. Just a good example there of why having the hammer in the final end, when it's a tie game, why that is such a huge advantage, because sometimes all it comes down to is that final shot and getting it into the rings. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Make sure to like and subscribe so you get updates when I do my next breakdown of a game I'm a part of that might have some lessons in it. So until next time, good curling, everyone.